Good day, everybody, and welcome to 7 Days to Die. I'm Lowfdog. You might recognize me as the crazy dog from the forums that's always getting into scrapes, rolling, putting me in the corner. But you don't keep the dog in the corner for too long. That's right. Anyway, I believe I had mentioned a little bit about having a POI that I'd been working on, a giant stadium or arena, I guess, a basketball arena, and I've been promising to show it to you people, and it's finally a POI just in time for it to not to work for Alpha 13. So that was really good timing on my part. But anyway, it's here, so let's give you the tour. First, to give you an idea of the size of this, as you can see, we're a little bit away. We're up here on this nice random gen bug hill. If we look at the map, you'll see that it takes up most of a 2x3 township. You can see where the houses were that got bulldozed. Sorry, that's how progress in gentrification works, people. Anyway, let's go down here, and I'm going to give you a quick tour of the outside as we head down here. As you can see, we put in some flower beds and a little billboard showing you, what's going on at the old arena. A lot of chrysanthemum there. If you like to collect chrysanthemums, this is probably a good POI for you. We got some bus stops in case you got the tour bus that's coming to visit. And because I'm a flying dog, I'll show you what this looks like. This will save us a little bit of the time. As you can see, it's all the way through, and there's a lot. It's pretty large. There's a couple of entrances. It's got 3 main entrances, and the 4th side is where the loading dock is, and we'll get to that if I can move fast enough. The 4th side is where the loading dock is. We've got a full shipping and receiving and the factory warehouse. I tried to make this as realistic as possible. Now around the building, you're noticing probably there's some weird shading things going on. Apparently, when I ported the POI into this township, it kept some of the lighting details. So shadows from the houses, they kind of stayed around. I don't really know why it did that, but it's not unlike those shadows that you would see in after a nuclear explosion. So we'll just go with it. And I also apparently I lost some doors. I'm not entirely sure what happened here. I know we had, before I turned the animals off, we had a couple of rampaging bears that were actually running around causing problems. Turns out shower glass is not a great way to keep bears out. Little FYI for those of you building the base. Anyhow, there's a lot of different things to see in this, and I'm going to try to do this as fast as possible. And if you want to see a particular view, because I know I'm going to be moving the camera all over the place, feel free to pause and take a look and then move on, etc. We're going to fly into the main stadium proper. As you can see, pretty large. This is about, I haven't counted the seats, but I think it's somewhere between 2,500 and 3,000. Now I know you're saying, how the craps did you get this to not collapse? Well, that's an ancient dog secret, and it involves Calgon. I'll just leave it at that. But needless to say, lot of shenanigans were involved in making this so that it wouldn't collapse. But I think it was worth it. I tried to make this arena as realistic as possible. Want to give a shout out to some of the people that gave me, ideas at the beginning. There was a guy that was making some of these in Minecraft. His name is Jay Plays. He has a good channel that has this in the hockey arena. You can see the similarities. I definitely used his insight for making a basketball court, and I think the proportions were very nice. But then I took it a step further and adapted it. Also, one of the things when I made the first stadium, I did not realize was that Minecraft doesn't have structural integrity. Never played Minecraft myself. Uh, didn't realize that, so I was looking at that and I'm like, oh, that'd be totally good to make that in 7 days to die. It's very, very difficult, as a matter of fact, if you don't want to have things collapse. This was made in-game. This was not made with an editor in any way. I did, in the POI, start to turn on some of the lights, but there's more than 1,000, somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,000 or 1,250 lights in this place, and yeah, we wanted to have this before 2016, I think. So I stopped doing that because I did want you guys to be able to see this thing before the patch and maybe play around with it and fall to your deaths as things collapse. One of these entrances is extremely fragile up by the roof. I highly do not recommend, yeah, this little kind of abutment out here. I highly recommend you do not walk on the roof in that area. It's not very sturdy. As a matter of fact, I'm not entirely sure why it is still standing, but whatever. We'll go with it. I have this backed up in case it collapses catastrophically. One of the things I used, iron stairs. I thought made a pretty good escalator. So we're going up here. Kind of looks like an escalator, and we got the real stairs on the other side. This entrance, wrought iron, made kind of like the turnstiles, and we have ticket counters here so you can buy tickets. You're not getting in without paying people. That's how it works. This place has a number of restaurants, and I tried to make them as real as possible. This one doesn't have any cooking facilities, so it's more like, just like, cheap sandwiches and stuff, cold sandwiches. We got the bathroom in here. Instead of mirrors, one of the things that I had a problem with was getting a mirror directly behind the faucets, so what I ended up using for this was countertops. Oh, German guy trying to talk to me. Yeah, it sounds like Falco. Alright, we'll keep going through here. We got a lot of toilets, lot of places for you to poop. And to change, your little one's diaper for some reason. So there's that. Now we got another one. This one looks slightly different than the other one. You're going to see a lot of different restaurants. I tried to, or snack bars. I tried to make every one of them different. There's only so much you can do to make this interesting. So I used different textures and did all sorts of shenanigans to make this work. So we got this little brick place here. And if you go in here, let's see if I can get in there. We got like a storeroom back here. And there's like you can get really lost in here if you're not careful. We got another bathroom in case, you're an employee and you have to poops. Yeah, it's pretty good. Dogs are very concerned with poops, so you don't have to worry. There's plenty of places to poops. Okay, over here, this is designed after an American chain, Five Guys. I mean, it's not spot on or anything, but that's kind of the theme I was going for here. And we got, we got some beverage coolers, some tables with booths. There's a full kitchen in there, and there's like a little place so that they can slide the hamburgers. And if you look through here, you can see that the people are working the grill behind it, and then they're passing the stuff through. So I don't know. I think it's the details that make a POI good, so I tried to put as many in as possible, which is why this took for freaking ever. These are my equivalent to vending machines. I hope they put like real vending machines in the game, and I would suspect that they do at some point, considering how much Madmo likes the Fallout series. I think we'll see things like that. I think they have vending machines in there, don't they? This is another storeroom, and that actually connects with those other stores. Whatever. Keep moving on. Not everything has like something magical and whimsical. There's only so much I could do. Version 2.0, maybe I'll fill in all those spaces. But there's a lot going on in here. We got another bathroom. This is another place. A little bit different. You can see the theme, weekly varied. This one here with the display cases. You can't access the drinks from this side of the counter. You got to go over to the other side because otherwise people would steal them. This is like an Italian sub place. Again, it's got the full kitchen. And they got the place, these are the ovens, for the calzones or whatever. We got the backspace here that's, for the employees, that's absolutely horrible. Plenty of, these actually have loot in them now because of their POI. So yeah, you can get yourself a beer and a really disgusting sandwich. That's actually pretty realistic, I think, for a visit to the stadium. And we got these little lines where you queue up because everybody likes being herded like cattle. I know I do. This is the gift shop. So the name of the team is the Dogtown Fighting Sporrrrts. So if you want to buy yourself some Fighting Sporrrrts paraphernalia, we have some like lovely backpacks. Looks like a lot of the fun stuff, like the bobbleheads and stuff, were looted. I don't know. You can't trust people these days. We got the magazines for the official Dogtown Fighting Sporrrrts quarterly. This is a Mexican restaurant. You can tell because it's very similar to the Italian restaurant. And I used those little clay tiles. So yeah, what do you want? You gotta make do with what you got. It's pretty big. It's got all the things that you would expect to see. Here's another one. Like I said, these things just keep coming. We got another one here, which is different from all the other ones. And this is like a little brew pub. This was really hard to not get to collapse. I'm amazed it actually stands. But we've got the little pillars here that are pretending to be kegs. This place is making fun of Gordon Biersch. I don't know if you've been there, but they have garlic fries that everyone raves about that I absolutely despise. So come here for the garlic fries, stay for the apocalypse. This is my simulation of a Panda Express. It's not bad. We got the little things in there. And like I said, these all have their little backstage areas, which you can take a look at. And we got some more soda machines, and there's another area there. And then this is the final place on this floor. And we got another big bathroom. So let's take a look at some of the backstage areas. This is the loading dock. You saw that from the outside. As you can see, one box has been left here. Who knows what that thing is? It could be anything. You just have to look and find out. Nothing in the trash can, though. We got the little office here, so you can stop in there. And all of the things, that are delivered here are stored in the big warehouse. There's all sorts of incredible things that you can find here, and you might be surprised. I would look around. There's nothing unbalancing considering how much work you got to do to get to some of this craps. Although I haven't locked the door, so version 2.0 it'll be locked. We got another little random storeroom there. There's all sorts of weird things like that in this place. Like I said, you can really get lost in this. I'm actually, I think, a little lost right now. No, I'm not. I'm heading for the. These are the locker rooms. We've got two of them. As you can see, they enter from the floor here, so the teams can charge onto the field. The court. I was really good at the sports, you can tell. Triumphantly, after, or maybe, have a pep talk in here. This is for the visiting team. You can tell because they have the smaller TV. One good thing about this POI is, if you don't have a mining helmet, there is no way you're gonna leave here without finding one. Well, maybe you won't. The game does tend to hate me. You will be able to find some brown jeans. That's a good consolation prize, I guess. Oh, look at that. And we've got this is the home team. It's just like the visitor theme, only it's larger and has more of these crazy lockers. And they have bathroom facilities in here, and the storeroom. Lots of places to poop, I told you. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Also on the first floor, if I can ever find it. It's around here somewhere. Maybe it's this way. That's right, I'm getting lost in my own POI. That's how big this thing is. On this side, you see this is the security office. So say, you know, you were throwing beer at somebody. This is where you would have to go to jail and pay your fine. They got the little kiosk there, some storage, blah, blah, blah. And we go through this door. I should really lock those. We've got jail cells. We've got several of them. And as you can see, because it's a dog arena, everybody has a place to poop. On the second floor of the security office, we have, this is kind of like the kitchen area. You know, maybe they hold the holiday party there for the security guards. We got the nicer bathroom. Because those guys have guns. They get what they want. Another locker room. Yep. That's what you'd expect. We got the conference room here. This is where, you know, they play like good cop, bad cop for the stadium crimes. Right here, this is the room with all the crazy monitors that they keep an eye on all of your, you know, your wrongdoing. And then this is the room that has all the guns and the captain's office. So you probably want to come in here at some point to pick yourself up some brown shotgun parts. So that's, you know, that's a thing. Yeah, all right. So we're going down there. So let's go up to the second floor. We got the little Starbucks here. I probably would have put more of these in if I'd had time, because I do have some space left over. There are plenty of places to get lost in this stadium. As you can see, we're up here at this entrance. I use the non-annoying store signs because I can't stand that. I can't stand that horrible electric hum. Okay, now we're on the third floor. Lots of things to see here. This, by the way, is one of the weak areas in A13 because it has problems with collapses. But I will fix that, promise. So we go through here, and we see we're on the, this is on the second deck. This is the, I don't know, is it the mezzanine? Lots of fun stuff going on here, but a pretty nice view of the game. You can see the Jumbotron up there. And, you know, we got, one of the things I made sure to have was that we had heating and air conditioning there. And it looks like there's different layers, but I've set it up in a way so that it's actually solid, which is why, one of the reasons why it doesn't collapse very easy. These are what passes for elevators. When they make better blocks, I promise I'll make something that looks better. But, you know, whatever. So we'll go up here. And as you can see, we got like a sports bar thing heading up here. This is for the rich people. You know, they come up here. Got like an exclusive club. We've also got, this is the Rustic Grill. It's a restaurant. You see we got the specials of the day here. Delicious. The only place where you'll see candles. I was actually lighting this whole thing up with candles. I spent like 5 hours pulling candles out of various parts of the building. There were like 4 stacks of them. Uh, all of these sports bars and other things on this level, they have access to the skyboxes. Each one of these skyboxes has different things in here because they have different owners who decorated them, and they have a pretty horrible view of the game. You actually have to jump up if you want to see. That's probably a design flaw, but I built this for aesthetics more than anything, so we'll let that one go. Nobody watches the game anyway. So yeah, we go through here. The skyboxes, each one of these areas has its own bathroom. So, like I said, lots of places to poop. Lots of places to pick up leather couch parts. This is the radio booth, so this is where the radio announcers come to do their play-by-plays and craps like that. It's pretty cool. Okay, we'll go through here, and as you can see, it continues. We got the bar. If you're thirsty, man, there's plenty of places to get beer. I mean, even some of the skyboxes theoretically have them, although not this one, because that's the game. The game hates me. Just let it go. The random number generator is not my friend. See? Alright, we'll go through here. See, we got the whole section of cheap seats up here. These people actually have a somewhat non-horrible view of the game. Okay, maybe it is horrible. Whatever. You only paid $18 for your ticket. What do you want? Alright, on this side, we have more sports bars, more of the skyboxes that you have come to love for all the freaking time I spent on them. And over here on the other side, that's right, we'll go in here first. This is the television studio. Ridiculously shiny floor, check. Ikegami floor-mounted cameras with teleprompter package, check. Chroma wall, check. Unnecessary wall of monitors, check. Everything that you could possibly want, so you can, like, you know, sit up here and say things like sports, and say, let's look at the highlights of the craps. Go through here. We've got the control room with, yeah, they're cash registers. But they almost look like computers. I used to sit in something just like this. This is where I would have sat. This would be the producer spot. This is where the graphics guy would be. The audio guy would be over here. Someday we'll have equipment for all of that. This is simulating some of the satellite feed equipment. This is where you would get your makeup on before you did your spot. Still got the good view of the game, and we got some TVs here. You notice there's 3, so you can watch the competition. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice. We'll continue down the hall. This place, it used to look like all the rest, but then I decided, well, I'm going to lay down some brick here and try to make it feel more like a pub. Not much more, because it's, you know, cheesy, you know, arena pub, but nonetheless. And of course more skyboxes, because you can't get enough of skyboxes. Let's see if I get anything good. Nope. You'll probably get all sorts of cool stuff if you visit this. Alright. There is a hatch. There's one hatch that will let you get up on the roof. We'll go up there. Just pretend I found it, because otherwise I'd be walking around for hours and I wouldn't know where it was. And as you can see, it's pretty nice. Pretty nice. Anyway, that's my brief tour of the POI. Yeah, good. Didn't fall to my death there. Hope you liked it. This is going to be available. I'm going to put the Dropbox link for this so you can play with it for a couple of days and say stuff like, I can't believe this horrible piece of poop of yours doesn't hold up and collapses in the front mezzanine like I told you about earlier, and oh, I fell through because I put it on a township with a basement, and blah blah blah, etc., etc. Anyway, hope you enjoy it. I'm gonna have a lot more buildings. I have a ton of skyscrapers to show you and other craps. I'm gonna put a lot of those videos in, and I'm gonna start building stuff in Alpha 13 when that starts. Hopefully, feel free to subscribe, give me a like if you're feeling extra generous, and we'll see you back here soon.